Bueno, bienvenidos a Tiempo Fuera. Hoy estamos con Jake Younkin. Jake, how are you doing?
Doing good. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thanks for coming. We appreciate you taking the time to be here.
Absolutely.
Well, first, I wanted to ask you a little bit about uh, er, y- your entry to the world of basketball. Who introduced you, or what made you start in this, journey?
Gotcha. Yeah. So, I've been playing basketball ever since I was a little kid. It was introduced to me by my dad, who he coached basketball throughout my whole childhood, and he coached high school basketball growing up. So I would always go to his practices as a elementary school kid. I would go to his practices and look up to all the guys he used to coach. So that's where I got my start on basketball.
Great. And also, one question that we usually ask to Division One players, you play in a league in which most people our age, I'm 18, and people like usually from 16 to 20s, their goal at that age is to be in a Division One team, and you are not only in a Division One team, you are in one of the currently best teams that there is, the Baylor Bears. They won the championship like in 2021, if I remember correctly, uh, with Davion Mitchell. How did are you experiencing this? You it's still like I don't want to say not real, but it's surreal for people like us or like me, for example. But it's how are you experiencing this?
Yeah, it's definitely a crazy experience coming into a program that just won a national championship a few years back. That's it's a lot of effort and a lot of work gets put into that a lot of people might not see on the outside eye. Yeah, it's a crazy experience. The program's been really good. We're like a family with our program, and yeah, it's been sure that's a good way to describe it.
And also going into your number selection, you were number two. Is there a reason you were that number?
Um, yeah, so I don't number three is usually my number that I wear, but I was just asked what number do I want to wear, and I asked if there's any single digit numbers left, and he said that there's number two left. So I was like, all right, I'll take that. That's
Good.
that's where that came from. But yeah, I usually number three is my usual number, but I
And
wore I wore two when I played football, so I'll take it.
is there a reason why you were your number is three when you're in basketball?
Yes, number three for me is it's always been my favorite number, but growing up learning about the Holy Trinity, um, God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, that's always been my family's number and something I've always looked up to in terms of number three.
Great. And you also said you play football. Well, we are from South America, so over here we call it American football,
Yeah, American football, yes, yes.
Uh, eh, how does your experience how much experience do you have in American football? You played in high school or
Yeah, I played in high school. Yeah, I played in high school. It wasn't my main sport. Basketball has always been my main sport, but I enjoyed playing football. It gave me a little gave me something else to do instead of always being every season would be basketball. It gave me a little break from basketball for a bit, so I enjoyed it.
and is there something you took from football to basketball, like some things?
I'd say the physicality of it took a you got to hit a lot in football, so just taking the physical aspect, bringing it onto the court a little bit.
Okay.
Probably say that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And well, uh, obviously, as I mentioned before, you are in Baylor University, one of the current best teams that in the Division One of the NCAA. how or what do you expect this season to go? You know, do you think you can go all the way and win the championship? That
I mean, I don't want to put any like unrealistic goals set out, but I mean, I'll just say we have a good team. We'll be able to compete this year. Looking forward to it. I don't want to say too much, but I think if we play together and run our stuff, we'll be good.
you don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx it for sure. Yeah.
Well, we will be watching, and we'll tell you how we saw the game and our experience with it. Also,
Awesome. Yeah.
one question that it's always out of curiosity because we wonder, do you have like a pre-game routine?
Um, yeah, I mean, nothing, it's nothing crazy. I just like listening to music, my headphones, getting in the locker room, putting on jersey and all that. And then we go through our usual warm up routine anyways, but other than just as long as I got my music in my headphones, that's all I need.
Do you listen to a specific music or in general?
Just any kind of rap really, to be honest.
Who's
Any
your
kind of rap.
who's your favorite
Yeah.
rapper?
Lil Uzi Vert is my favorite rapper.
Okay. Do you listen to any, over here? I don't know if in United States the Latin music is very famous. Bad Bunny and all that people. Do you listen to any of it?
Yeah, Bad Bunny's big. I listened to a little bit of Bad Bunny. I like him. He's good, but I just don't know the words to what he's saying half the time. So, but it's still good though.
Whenever you want to learn some Spanish, you can hit us up. We speak that. Yeah.
Oh
So,
yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
and one of the last questions about the first section is, uh, do you have a player that you idolize or take some moves or watch a lot of their games to learn from them?
I'd say growing up, it was more kind of Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, um, throughout middle school and high school. But as I've kind of evolved as a basketball player, I've kind of moved into especially a bit more of a shooting guard position. So guys like Joe Harris, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, kind of spot up shooter guys like that. So I try to mimic some of their footwork and their off ball movement to get open. But those would be the guys I look up to now.
And do you have like a NBA team that you watch most of the games?
I'm a LeBron fan, so wherever LeBron is, that's my team. So right now it's the Lakers.
Tough game the other day.
Uh, didn't look good.
Didn't look good.
Yeah,
That air ball from Westbrook was a little bit depressing, I have to say.
yeah,
Y-
definitely,
You
definitely.
know, Westbrook is kind of a meme in our channel. We always, joking because we know that Russell Westbrook is one of the greatest players in the NBA. He beat the triple double record, but we always joke how bad he is. So we
Right. Yeah, he hasn't been playing recently. You're right.
uh, well, that's basically the first section. Now we move on to the second one. As I told you before, Sam Grisel left a question for you. In this case, is if you could give any piece of advice to your 10-year-old self, what would it be? It doesn't have to be basketball related, he said, but that's the question.
Hmm. If you said if I could give advice to my 10-year-old self,
Yes.
okay. I would say worry about this. This is advice I'd give myself. I'd say worry about what you can control. Don't worry about what you can't control. Um, and then don't let anyone outwork you, and never give in to the temptation of being lazy, never give in to the temptation of not working hard every day. Sounds cliche, but it's definitely true. I'd say that's my advice.
Do you know what question to leave for our next guest?
What question? Oh yeah.
We can give you time on this one. We can cut this out and
Yeah, let's come back to that one. Yeah, let me think about that one.
No, I said that you can think about that now if you want, or you can think about it later,
Oh, right
but
now. Okay, I
I,
got
I,
you.
I cut this part out so that
Um,
it doesn't seem that it takes that long. The magic of
oh, okay,
editing.
okay, cool. Yeah. Let me think. That was a good question. He left, whoever the Nebraska player was.
He came
Um,
with it right away. I always, talk to these players and they always have to think about it. And he was like instantly.
huh. Okay, I got one, man. I don't know if someone might have already asked this one, but I'll just
Yeah,
say
it
it.
can repeat, it
Okay.
doesn't have to be.
Where do you see yourself in the game of basketball 5 years from now?
I think no one said that in, from what I remember, but it's a great question. We'll
Cool.
definitely ask to the next question, to the next person. Well, and as I told you before, we go to the last and personal favorite section, the flash question section. It has nothing to do with basketball, but it is fast, so you gotta be prepared.
Okay. Okay.
So whenever you're ready, tell me and we go.
All right. I'm ready.
Favorite movie,
Paul Blart Mall Cop.
favorite TV show,
Impractical Jokers.
not including basketball. What sport do you watch or play the most?
I love watching soccer.
You know, I have to make a pause right there. I always tell this to all the players. We're from South America.
Uh-huh.
Football.
Football. My fault. Football.
The United States is now big in football, so they classified to the
What was
World
that?
Cup. United States classified to the World Cup. They have,
Uh-huh.
in my opinion, one of the best teams in football uh, in a lot of time. So I think that the football culture should be expanding, and also with I Show Speed. I don't know if you saw him, but he jokingly was like a big part of football culture in America.
Was that I'm sorry. You said football culture in America. What?
Soccer, but football
Hmm.
is I Show Speed. You know I Show Speed.
Oh yeah, I show speed. Yeah, yeah. With
You
the
know,
whole
with
Ronaldo
with
thing.
with the whole Ronaldo thing in
Yeah,
America,
yeah.
football grew. They started to be interested in this sport more than they already were. And
Right.
do you have like a,
Yeah.
a football team?
My hometown's in Cincinnati. They have a MLS team called FC Cincinnati.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's my team. I went to a lot of their games when I was back home. I love watching it. But yeah,
You can start telling people over there what is to say football.
football. Okay, yeah, I got you.
I'll cut this out because it took way too long and this section is fast. So uh, I was in. Okay. Teammate you spend the most time with.
Austin Sachs. He's my roommate.
Favorite food.
Steak.
Favorite video game.
2K.
Any specific one.
The 2K23, latest one.
Hot or cold.
Cold.
One dream left to accomplish, not basketball related.
You said one dream.
Left to accomplish, not basketball related.
Um, having a wife and kids.
Favorite artist.
Lil Uzi.
And favorite basketball shoes.
Kobe 8s.
Perfect. Well, Jake, that's basically it. You know, thanks a lot for coming. We wish you the best this season. I know it starts in like a couple of weeks, so we'll be watching you.
Definitely awesome. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thanks.